Hello, tonight we're going to be making roasted pork in the oven with some spices. And it's a quick and easy recipe, the kids love it. And my husband uses two different kinds of pork, the loin and the pork chop. Why do you do that?
Different textures, different flavor. One has more fat, which is good to use with to keep the meat moist, and one is more lean. And they both cook fairly fast, but they have different flavors to it.
So a nice mixture to have a bit of lean meat in there and also a little bit of fat to give it a bit more flavor. And right now, what are you doing?
I'm taking out the nerve, because that's like chewing bubblegum.
Ew.
Yeah, so try not to cut yourself.
Yeah, that's why you're doing it.
There's not much to take out.
And then you're just doing cubes?
Yeah, just cubes.
This is one of my personal favorites of my husband's repertoire of weekly meals that the kids will eat. I just absolutely love the flavor of fennel. I don't know why, when I was a kid growing up, I absolutely hated fennel. But now, later in life, I've become an absolute big fan of fresh, dried fennel, any kind of fennel. It's just so good. So, chopping up the pork, throwing it in. We use these aluminums instead of using a corning or anything of that nature. I find them easy to clean, and on those nights when things are running late and the aluminum is really filthy and disgusting, I hate to say, I'm sorry to all the environmentalists out there, but I do just fold it up and throw it out. But most of the time, I do manage to clean it and use it again. So what are you doing now?
Just cutting around the bone.
And are you keeping all that fat?
No.
I mean, that fat.
Oh yeah, that fat. Yeah, for sure. That's what's gonna give it more flavor.
It always amazes me to watch him go, because if I was to do that, it would be a very long operation. In the meantime, while you're doing this, should we be preheating the oven?
Yeah, put it at 375.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's go around here. Look at my oven, everyone. Bake. 375, we'll get there right quick, let's hope. Alrighty, so you get the idea. When it's all chopped up, we'll come back and show you how he seasons it. Here it is all chopped up. And just so you know, if there's any meat left on the bones, you can absolutely keep those aside and make stock with them. With whatever else that you keep, like sometimes when we make, we use vegetables and whatnot, we keep the ends and we freeze all that stuff, and then one day we'll make like a big batch of soup. So any bones with meat, any of that kind of stuff, you can definitely use it to make broth. Moving along, we're gonna season it now. Garlic. Fresh garlic, always best. If you don't have fresh garlic, that's fine. You can buy the jar of garlic in oil. They have it at all major supermarkets. It's great. Fresh parsley, also great, but we're gonna use dried parsley. Everything is always based on how much meat you have and how much spice you like on your meat. I personally don't really mind either way. I just like a lot of fennel, as I mentioned before. What's that?
Onion powder.
Dry onion powder.
Yeah.
Salt.
Salt.
That's, by the way,
I like to use sea salt.
I'm not being paid to plug a product, but I'm gonna have my husband show you the type of salt we use, because I love
very tasty.
that salt. This is thyme.
Thyme, not too much. Okay.
Can you over season when it comes to things like parsley and onion powder?
Well, that's not so bad. It's when you start using thyme or bay leaves, you know, they have it's a particular taste that if you put too much, it's going to overpower your.
This is the magic fennel seeds. Love. Go. Black pepper, you were saying?
Yeah, thyme and bay leaves they have particular taste that if you put too much, it's going to overpower. It's going to give it a taste that, you know, like not everybody likes, but they like a bit of it. So You
Fantastic.
wanna be
So
careful
limit
to-
on those things.
Limit on it.
That was black pepper, and this is oregano.
Yeah. Oregano always tastes good no matter how much you put, so that's...
I know that looks like a lot of spice, but really and truly, once it's cooked, it is not that much.
And I like to use the grapeseed oil
Grapeseed oil. Why would you be using grapeseed oil?
because it can handle the heat very well. Then if you put olive oil, which is very delicate, and if you're cooking at high heat, you're just burning it, which will affect the taste of your food.
All right.
So grapeseed oil is one of the best oils to use, in my opinion. When you're cooking in the oven or frying, it can maintains a certain amount of heat without burning the oil, which is very important.
And I also find myself that I do some of the grocery shopping. Grapeseed oil is always quite easy to find.
And I like to use olive oil for non-baking or non-frying.
Yeah,
For
when you're using it
salads.
raw.
Exactly.
I can smell it, and it smells good.
Don't
So
be-
this is gonna go in the oven at 375?
Yeah, for about 18 to 25 minutes, depending on your oven and all. So
How do you know when it's cooked?
it doesn't take long. I mean, just
By the color or?
well, I mean, for my experience, I would go by the color. But I mean, somebody that doesn't know, you would have to take it out and
Cut it.
and see if it's actually cooked.
Yeah, that's me.
So
So 18 to 20 minutes.
yeah, that should be it. And don't
Fantastic.
be shy to put oil because you want to coat the pork every bit that you can.
And to be honest with you, what the resulting oil drippings, if you want, that'll occur after it's cooked at the bottom of the pan, are just, I mean, again, not politically correct, but I'm saying if you have a piece of bread and you dip it in there, you are in heaven.
Okay. So
This is going in the oven. We'll see you when it's done. Cooking is about halfway done. So my husband took it out of the oven, give it a little stir, make sure that it cooks evenly through and through. How much longer is it going in there for?
that's about maybe 15 minutes.
And we'll see you when it's done. Here's the finished product. As you can see, there's a little bit of liquid in there. Keeps the meat nice and moist and delicious. It's quite good. It's quick to make. Just chop it up, season it, throw it in the oven, 20 minutes while you're preparing your side dishes or setting the table or whatever else you have to do. And it's done. Very easy, very good. Pork with fennel and spices. Bon appetit.